All right, everybody. Okay, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, JR here. Welcoming you back again to another stream for the final episode for Life is Strange Double Exposure. So we will be finishing up this game today. So that'll be fun. And a little. All right, a little refresher. We we expose Lucas to the population of uh, the more general population of the school. So now, and he pretty much admitted to the whole stealing Maya's work, and then you know dry his success off of stealing her work, uh, propelling him to fame and fortune, and because of that, uh, and um, not doing the right thing when Maya was telling him to stop all that, driving her unfortunately to you know suicide. But now with the truth out there and everything, and then him um, telling Safi that it was her mother that pretty much was like the mastermind kind of for this whole situation with Maya and stealing her work and for Lucas and all that stuff. So which led to her Safi's powers starting to go out of control, uh, making another storm happen, and then uh, us finding her with her mother and using Lucas's gun that they took from Lucas initially, so that way Max doesn't have the initially so that way Max doesn't have a gun to even use on Safi later, like the picture showed. But Safi ends up using it herself, and thankfully doesn't kill her mother. Shoots her in the shoulder. So at least she's alive. And then Safi's mental breakdown getting even worse, to the point where now she's her powers going out of control, so which is forcing her to constantly go in and out of being all the different people that she was impersonating throughout the game, like quickly in quick succession, constantly. So so Max decides to take the photo that she took towards the beginning of the game with the owl on top of the globe statue, and going back to that moment, But also, if you notice, when she does that, she is grabbing Safi by the arm. So does that mean anything? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So now, without further ado, let's finish off. Finish off Life is Strange Double Exposure. And hopefully you guys will maybe enjoy the ending. We'll see. Up. And then we got this Halloween costume. I believe that shirt is a True Colors reference. We'll just stick with the regular version. So we'll just stick with this. Chapter 5, Decoherence. So now
I made it back to the night.
So now we're back to where we took the photo.
The storm's here too now.
Excuse me.
And if I'm here, then Safi, the Overlook.
Oh yeah, I still gotta walk there.
Which Safi will be there?
Well, clearly something else definitely followed you through the picture. The storm doesn't want to be lonely. It doesn't want to be left behind.
The one that drank champagne with me out of a crappy mug?
Oh, here's the owl again.
Or the one who hurt so many people, even herself. God, this is just like before. Please, I didn't want any of this. I tried so hard to save her.
There she is. No, okay.
Fancy seeing you here. You're okay. You're not being torn into pieces? No, not anymore. Holy shit. You really did it. Weather's worse than I remember it. Storm followed me. So did I, apparently. I've never done that before.
Okay.
I guess it's time. Do you understand what you're asking me to do? You've already done it, right? At this point, it's just recitation. depression. Sophia, I'm serious. This is too much.
Stop stalling, Max. You saw what happened. There wasn't any of me left. It was all Moses and Ben and Lucas and Gwen. It hurt so much. I hurt so many people. Help me fix it. Please. So that's what it feels like to capture the perfect photo. It feels good. Final. Maybe we are cursed. You, me, and Maya. Or maybe the world is cursed. We just live in it.
Sophie, that's
Poetry and bullshit? Yeah. I know.
you're so important to me, Sophie.
God, you're such a cornball. Pull the trigger. Okay.
No. No. Fuck this.
Shoot it. Hey. Hey, what's going on?
I have no idea. Kinda making this up as I go. But I'm not gonna make another impossible choice between two shitty futures. Come on.
And going into the storm is definitely a new one. Oh, look. It's 2 moons again.
Okay, so looks like I'm not dead. And I'm in the North Quad. Small victories, Max. It's so quiet for a storm. Like, oppressively quiet. Sophie? Sophie! I'm not in the past anymore. Sophie could be back to the way she was. I have to find her.
Oh boy.
Mom and Dad? Blackwell Academy? That was forever ago. And what's wrong with my phone? Why can't I respond? years ago, Moses and I sat on that bench.
Should be a
From all
Polaroid in
that's
the
happened
next
since,
section.
it might as well be.
Where are you going?
I know she's close. I just have to find her.
Well, that's clearly not doing anything.
What?
Shit. Normal storms don't neatly rip a single tree out of the ground like this.
Please, I can't.
Diamond.
Max, thank God. I walked out of the snapping turtle and then somehow I was here. You see all this too, don't you? The eye of the storm? I see it. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. But if things are weird now, they're only going to get weirder.
That's not comforting. I wish Moses was here. I hope he's okay.
Come on, let's get inside. This storm is as bad as it looks. Maybe Sophie and Moses found shelter.
Max,
I'm right behind you.
This is also probably going to be a pretty,
Is it an emergency? Yes.
what's going on? I can't find you.
quick,
Where are you?
episode, because, a lot of this episode is literally like a straight, linear shot from place to place.
Let me have one win, please. Let Sophie be in here, safe and sound, and her old sarcastic self.
And,
This
uh-oh.
definitely isn't the Fab. And Diamond is definitely not here. But Moses is?
Oh. Oh. You see the text message. Oh, look. The cat is calling. The cat is texting me.
Getting blocked by a cat is definitely a low point. I'm past the living in a dorm age. I'm past responding to Warren's texts, too.
Okay, there should be a picture around here somewhere.
I'm 95% sure that's Sophie's brand. Why is Moses smoking them? Why is he smoking it all? What is going on with Moses? is a disquieting number of telescopes. I thought Moses had the world's horniest grandma love that night. Strange. Safi's bag? Up here? Without Safi? What? What the hell is this? I've read this plaque a dozen times. That's not what it says. Safi's favorite candy. Did she come through here somehow?
Oh, there's the Polaroid.
Don't mind me, Mr. Owl. Just gonna grab a quick photo and then scoot on by.
I said,
Who? Who?
yeah, who? As in, who do you think killed her?
What the fuck? Okay, the storm's not so bad here.
Yeah, the background of the storm looks a lot bigger this way. Like it looks like it's engulfing the whole area than just the school here. Like even the whole like neighborhood and over there across the lakes, because it goes all the way past the mountain range.
Hey, Moses?
Give me the Cliff Notes version of what we're actually here to see.
Have you seen Safi tonight?
Eek. Why am I not at home wrapped up in a blanket burrito right now? So, should we be worried about this crazy asteroid hitting Earth?
Did I do something to you? Did my powers break you?
Just trying to capture the perfect photo. The perfect photo. The perfect photo.
Hang on. Safi?
All right, Max. You have 24 hours before the world ends. What would you do?
Safi, are you in there?
Max, it's me, Moses.
Uh-oh.
Moses!
All right, Max. You have 24 hours before the world ends. What would you
I'll
do?
talk about whiplash on that one.
I don't know. I guess I'd...
Oh, here we go.
Strange. This feels... right. But that's just Safi. I haven't double exposed a photo in a while, but if I superimposed two images of Moses on top of each other, maybe I could separate the Safi parts out of Moses.
That's one way of doing it. Oh. Okay, it doesn't necessarily matter how you do it as long as you do it.
Max,
Like you don't necessarily need to line the images up or anything.
What happened?
Like as long as you do the double exposure and
It
then
was like
just
Sophie had
snap the photo.
locked
it'll
me
work.
in a kind of, I don't know, a sarcophagus. I was trapped. But still protected somehow. And I could hear
Hey
Sophie.
everybody, how's everything going?
I could hear you. Just outside of it,
What did she say?
She was hurting, Max. That's all I could tell. Whatever you did snapped me out of it. Or snapped her out of me?
Max? Max, where? I'm sorry,
Sophie? Sophie? Sophie?
You okay?
I think I know what I have to do.
Bet. I'm coming with you.
No, stay here. The storm. I've been through something like it before. Reality gets
Well, through something like it, but you haven't
better if you
gone.
sit tight.
You didn't go into it last time.
Machine, angel, psychic, storm.
Gone into it now.
Take care, Max.
See you on the flip side.
Oh boy, here we go. Time for the big moments.
When a door closes, a window opens.
Same exact words.
What? Where? This isn't Caledon. This is Blackwell Academy. Chloe was shot here. I listened to it happen. You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing?
Chloe!
Come on, put that thing down!
Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
No! Maybe Sophie's right. Maybe we are cursed. Cursed to relive our worst moments over and over again. I had a chance to save Chloe from this bathroom, from Nathan's gun, and I did. And dozens of people died instead, to my Storm. Well, joke's on you, Storm. If you don't think I play out this moment in my head every day, then you don't really know me. Where is that coming from?
Oh, Victoria. Hey Max, I know you're a jealous bitch with no artistic vision or taste, but that doesn't mean it's okay to take my camera. You got 24 hours to give it back, or I press charges and Daddy will take everything. Only warning you because I love you and I know you're a broke hoe, but that's no excuse to fuck with Victoria Chase K. Let's catch up later. That's a very polarizing text message. And Kate.
Oh, Kate, you deserved better friends than the ones you were stuck with. Better than me.
Hey Max, I appreciate you looking out for me. It's nice to know at least one kid here at Blackwell isn't a jerk. I prayed every night before I came here that someone would have my feelings in mind, and you were that person. Thank God for you. I wouldn't have made it otherwise. That's ooh, that's Whew, a lot there. Okay, so gotta love the recreation of the bathroom here.
Praxis, the Vortex Club. Always someone trying to be on top and getting hurt for it. I used to look at this every day. This still isn't as funny as the artist thought it was.
Alright, before we start kicking down
It's
the
in one
stall
of these
doors,
stalls.
there is one thing that we need to get. And that's this Polaroid. And this Polaroid right here is the main reason that they had Rihanna DeVries re-record the Chloe lines for the entire game here.
Max and Sophie? Not Max and Chloe? So, that's it then? We're done?
Sophie's cooler than you ever were.
Cause she drives a Porsche?
Cause she has powers. This is so fucked up. I would never.
So there you go. That was a nice reference to the end of the world party from episode 4 of the original game. So yeah, that's the only new, completely new voice lines that Chloe has in this entire game. Is that one Polaroid. And that's why Rihanna re-recorded all the Chloe lines. So that way her voice is consistent throughout the whole game and not just in the like 2 new sentences that she says. Like obviously, I believe Hannah also re-recorded the Max lines for all the flashbacks portions too.
There.
But obviously, it's gonna be a lot more noticeable that it's not the same Chloe voice actor.
What are you looking for? Pretty deep birthday banner. I have to get down there to Lucas.
Also, there's somebody else there. See? Somebody over on the alleyway.
I swear, any other day, a tree blossoming in a bowling alley would be the weirdest shit I'd seen that day. Okay, one neb is cute. Kinda. One. Kinda. This is not that. Still busted. I'm not getting down this way. Oh boy. Do I really want to? Jesus. Possessed dolls much?
Doesn't sound like any audio came out there. Does it say something else? Oh, it actually does.
Sorry, buddy. I'm starting to hate you too.
How many times will she do it? Does it say something different every time?
Screw this.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so it was only 3 times.
Serious nightmare fuel.
I thought after the last time she'd probably like throw it against the wall or something. Be like, oh, fuck this. Alright, we got a teleport point. Nothing can possibly be disturbing in the next part.
Go fuck yourselfie. Never thought I'd hear that again.
Or see these red binders again.
Jefferson's sick photos. One binder for each girl.
It actually would have been nice if they kept the name labels on these binders, because there's no names on them. Would have been nice if they kept the names on it.
I don't want to look at this.
Oh.
I don't.
Oh look, it's the actual darkroom photos of 2 of them are Rachel. No, I think three of them are Rachel, I think. And then 2 of them are Kate. And then the rest are obviously Max. So that's 1.
The door of Jefferson's bunker. I could never forget it. I've got to get out of here. It can't be anything but that. I can't. I was 18 when Jefferson trapped me in that chair. I'm not 18 anymore. So this is what it's gonna take.
Oh boy. There's not much we can do here.
Oh God, I can't move. Holy shit. Didn't Jefferson say that to me? Staring at this makes my head hurt.
You might have seen all this coming.
Fuck you, Jefferson. Oh, I can feel him looking at me through that.
I'm gonna make you live forever in my photographs. That's all that will be left of Maxine Caulfield. People will care
had so many dreams about this thing. I think I forgot. I don't want to look at this.
Yeah, we just have to keep wiggling out of this. There you go.
No.
I just wanted to see how much
Never
dialogue they recycle there. Well, that they re-recorded to recycle.
Once is all you get.
I really see this. This is a
Time
pretty
to get the hell
strong,
outta here.
pretty strong moment.
I'm done
But-
with that now.
This whole thing would have hit so much harder
Sometimes, right after Jefferson, I
if this was
looked at
actually
cameras and I wanted to throw up.
if this was
It's weird,
actually
but-
Jefferson here.
The only thing that helped was picking up my own camera.
Like you could have reused.
I wish I could kick your psychotic little teeth in.
You could have reused the Jefferson model from since they worked on the
Still here.
remasters too. You could have
Thank
reused
God.
the Jefferson model from the touched up Jefferson model from the original game. Like you didn't even have to upgrade it. You could have added
What can I use?
you could have added like distortion or something of him, or make him like really shadowy or something, and then just have him here like moving around and stuff, and actually reuse his voice lines from the original game, because all of his stuff is just reused lines directly from the game. So you could have just done that. Mainly because I get they're trying to
Still
do
here. Thank God.
like a parallel thing with Lucas, but technically Jefferson's thing was way worse. So I don't believe you could compare Lucas to Jefferson
Still
that
need to get to
strongly.
Lucas. If not for Safi that day, that would be my headstone. And now I have to return the favor. Nailed the dismount again.
Let's just make sure there's nothing hidden to really interact with here. No? Okay. So now I can just poof back over.
Yikes. What happened to you, Thomas?
Oh dang, he got like cut in half. That's crazy.
And I feel
I could sit here.
Maybe I should sit for a second. Clear my head.
Why not, Max? We're in a crazy time dimensional storm here, so
I have
why
to
not?
keep telling myself this isn't a dream. It's real. And I'm the only one who can make it stop. Safi? Safi, where are you?
Ow.
the hell is it doing here?
Okay, before we interact with Lucas...
The beast has my voice clamped between its teeth.
Hey, it's Loretta.
Shit, Loretta's here too? Loretta, you okay?
I was following Professor Colmenero. I thought there was a story, but I'm stupid.
Hey, it's gonna be alright. Just stay here, okay?
Wait, Miss Caulfield. Please don't go. I don't know what's happening.
Don't worry. I can explain everything to you when this is over.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay, so we got Loretta.
I like this quieter Lucas. I almost don't want to fix him.
We gaze at each other in the windowless box. It is flight or fight. Never forgive.
Lucas, it's me. It's Max.
But there are no bells, doors, or windows. Only his face. A mirror. And I feel a forgotten hope.
Here we go.
I like
crack
this
of light
quieter
across my
Lucas. I almost don't want to fix him.
We wash.
Smile, Lucas. Maybe double exposing the photo again? It worked with Moses.
There we go.
Max. It's really you.
In the flesh.
I thought I was dreaming. Sophie was there. What the shit is this place?
Stay put, okay? It's dangerous out there.
Oh, look, and then we got somebody else here that just
I think
poofed
that's
in.
all I can do for Lucas. I think he'll be okay.
Miss Caulfield? Is that you?
Reggie, I'm so glad you're okay.
Max, what the hell is happening?
I'm not sure. It has to do with time? A time vortex that manifests in a storm. Ugh.
Time vortex. Fuck, you're right. I remember Sophie being shot, and I remember seeing her around campus.
Just stay here, okay? I'm going to fix this.
Oh, look, and now Vin's here.
This is Sophie. Isn't it? This is her pain. What we did to her.
Vin, I don't think Sophie blames you for...
No. You're right. She doesn't. She was in my head back there, and she doesn't think about me at all. Two Sophies in two universes, and neither of them cared if I live or die. You know, I was in love with her. Or I thought I was.
Maybe you should focus on what's in front of you.
Yeah. I should go make sure Reggie's okay.
He looks like he could use a hug.
Or something.
Or something.
I'm going to fix this. Trust me.
I do. I do trust you. Be careful, Max.
Okay.
Really freaked out, but hanging in there. Brave kid. I'm so sorry, Vin.
In the dark.
There we go.
Okay. Out of the frying pan and into the turtle, I guess. Amanda, thank God. Are you okay?
I don't know. Weird shit at the turtle is someone flipping the paintings or the bathroom key going missing, not this.
It's not safe out there!
Max, what is this storm? Why is Gwen out there, and why are you not also freaking out?
Look. Go get yourself some water, or a beer. And I promise I'll explain soon. Or try to. I don't think Gwen entirely knows she's outside. Gotta find a way to get close enough to take Gwen's photo. Chloe. God, Chloe, I'm sorry for everything, but I'm also so tired of being sorry.
Hey, Hippie just wanted to say no matter what happens and no matter what's happened, you'll always be amazeballs to me. Oh boy.
I'll never get through here with all these chairs in the way. Add good under pressure to the list of Amanda's talents. I need to help Gwen on the patio before I can leave. All right. This door seems to be blocked too. There's so much snow, but at least I can get outside now.
Spooky or empty. Oh look.
Really, Max? A photo now? Why are you always in everybody's business? We were having a moment.
Maybe she has a voyeurism kink. Not like I'm one to kink shame. Just ignore her.
Where were we?
You were going to tell me more about your telescope.
Nah, I can't do it. A little privacy, please. I have to tell Vin about my telescope.
Sorry to interrupt.
That's it? No other comment? Okay.
I can't leave yet. Gwen needs my help in the other world.
Nothing here.
Not sure why this door won't open, but maybe I can try the patio doors. Amanda usually keeps those unlocked.
Okay, here we go. Ooh. It gets distorted.
Thought I'd be used to this. At least the motel is new. Jesus. My first journal entry from when I got accepted to Blackwell, July 10th, all those years ago. If only I'd known how much my life would change.
Pretty disturbing Max icon there with the extreme shadowy face and whatnot. Pretty creepy.
Even if I were hungry, I'd rather just wait till I'm back in the snapping turtle to eat. On tonight's motel mishaps, Max tries to make a grilled cheese. Accidentally commits arson. Chloe and I aren't enemies. She just doesn't want to talk to me anymore.
Pam, it was you? You're the Coronado Carver? When we moved in together, you met my parents. We got a dog.
You still didn't see it. So oblivious to what I wanted, what I needed. Is it any wonder why I want to cut you out of my life?
Chloe's lockpicking said she could even get me to open up.
It was you? You're the Coronado Carver?
Wild that my baggage is such an on-the-nose metaphor. That's why Safi is the poet, not me.
Didn't see it.
It's past time for me to get a new one, but we've been through so much together. No escape, huh? Buddy, that's the story of my life. Maybe this will take me to Safi. Ah, yes. The famous mountains of Topeka, Kansas. Just how I like them. Tall, shady, and not too bright. That can't be the right time.
EX6F. Okay, that's definitely not correct.
Wait, Pam.
Wild that my baggage is such
Okay.
an on-the-nose metaphor. That's why Safi
Okay,
is
so
the
we go
poet.
through the
not me.
door.
Don't worry, Safi. I'm coming.
Yep.
Is this the same room? No. This is where I stayed in Santa Fe. I think. Don't know how she did it, but Chloe was like top chef drifter on one of these in our motel stays. Chloe used to tell people my abandoned spaces photo shoots were just an excuse to be alone with her. She wasn't wrong.
Well, that's cute.
Lose my number. Trust me, Chloe. I've tried.
Gray skies. A little longer this week, but spring isn't canceled yet. Clear skies are coming, so just hang in there a little longer.
The convenience and sadness of my profession, of my entire life, fitting in a single duffel bag. Just so you know, the more you say no escape, the more I'm going to try. If you told me in high school the one constant in my life would be this tripod, I'd have guffawed. Think things are getting unhinged in here. The artist really captured the sleepy seaside vibe here, as far from Santa Fe as it gets. You didn't have to put on your red dress for me.
That clock is looking a little flat.
Gray sky is gonna persist a little longer this week, but spring isn't canceled yet. Clear skies are coming. Just hang in there a little longer.
Weird.
Hang on. Okay, wait. This is... Pretty sure this is that motel in Cleveland.
Oh, now even the stove is small. I mean, it's flat.
Never did get used to sleeping alone. Problem is, Simon, I haven't just been remembering the past. I've been living in it. Even in my dreams. Damn, this painting actually feels like dreamland. Oh damn, I'm gonna be late to my shoot. I know how this is gonna sound, but that tripod taught me how to stand on my own 2 feet.
The TV's
Love
not gonna
having
say
to
anything?
only grab one thing if I'm leaving in a hurry, but what if I want to stay a while?
Okay, the TV's not. Oh, the TV's not saying anything because it's flat and made of cardboard. All right, so let's try to go through the door again.
All right, Cleveland. After this shoot,
I wonder what this
I'm gonna
whole
nap till June.
going through doors
Maybe
sequence
September.
is supposed to be a reference to. Especially being in the same
So tired.
in the same spot over and over again.
I didn't realize how tired I am until just now. Maybe if I lie down for a few minutes, all of these rooms will stop spinning. Feels so nice to rest. I wish I didn't have to get up for that shoot. Who was the client again? Or the location? That's the problem with moving around so much. All these rooms really do start to blend together after a while. One big amorphous blob of motels. Like some kind of nebula. out of here if I can't even open this door? How do I get out of here if I
You
can't
just said that.
even open this door?
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's break it down.
Let me out!
There we go.
Now that I've traveled
One way of
to
getting out of here.
Purgatory and back, I can finally see what's going on with Gwen. Alright, This door seems to be blocked too.
I'm back. Jesus, Max. Warn a girl first.
Sorry.
You disappeared and I don't know where you went.
I'm okay. And I promise I'll explain everything. Later. Add good under pressure to the list of Amanda's talents. I should be able to reach Gwen now. She looks so content. I wish it were real.
You know she was flirting with you, right?
Listen, I'm here to help you.
I adore you, but read the room, bud.
That's Sophie, all right. She looks so content. I wish it were real. Hang on, Gwen. It's almost over.
Yep.
Max! Oh! Thank you. I tell you were. They were all Sophie. They called me a fraud. A coward.
It's okay. I got you.
Amanda, you and Gwen stay here and take shelter.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
Sophie's out there, somewhere close. I can feel her.
And she needs me. I need her.
Be safe, yeah?
When am I not?
Why do I always gotta fall for the weird ones?
And we're back outside the school. Oh, there we go.
Always forget you're so huggy.
I will say, during the bathroom sequence,
Did I do it?
I
you
did
you
enjoy the
much as I
Hannah
was.
impersonating Nathan in that scene, and
Thank you,
her
Max.
saying Nathan's
Don't hate
lines
me yet.
was pretty
We still have
fun.
to find a way out of this place.
Sophie being an on the nose,
Time.
really on the nose stand-in for Chloe. Her reciting Chloe's
Hey,
lines
I'm
was
taking a minute.
fine. The only line that felt off was the where she
all
says, "Get
that
that gun away from me, psycho," at the
pretty fucked
end
up.
when she's getting shot, when she's about to
Who
get shot.
needs all the king's horses and all the king's
Oh,
men?
they probably could have
I've got you to put me
re-recorded
back
that
together again.
because it didn't come off very it didn't come off very
Didn't really do anything. I just took pictures.
False modesty is annoying.
very what's the word?
So, any
Natural.
chance of everybody
It just felt very
forgetting I tried to rip
that
out their soul?
that voice line felt very odd. Like they needed to do another that they should have probably re-recorded that line to make it feel more
And the timeline
more natural and authentic.
combining.
Because her line reads before that was fine, but then right at the end it's like
We'll deal with it.
she doesn't sound like someone that's about to get shot.
travel,
She just sounds very
alternate
annoyed,
universes,
or it
scraping together
more
the
comes
broken
off as
pieces
like
of your
she just
unstable friends.
kind of read the
What
line
else can you do?
as opposed to acting the line out. So
I don't know. Get a lot of nosebleeds? Migraines, too. This power involves a lot of ibuprofen.
What?
yeah, because that part is a little that weird line read. That weird line read.
Extremely chill?
It sticks out a lot more
Considering we're
because
still stuck in a supernatural
the acting for Safi
It's the
has
little things in
generally been
Frappuccinos,
been
movie
good throughout the
marathons,
whole game.
chilling with your bestie in the void.
So that one weird line read kind of sticks out among everything.
Here's the thing.
So
I'm glad you were here too. You know. But I just tore everybody apart into tiny little pieces.
You didn't mean to.
yeah, well,
Are you sure?
technically her powers were going
I
out of
didn't
control. So yeah,
not
that's
mean to.
technically true.
Maya isn't any less dead.
It's not like she didn't.
Everybody
she
I cared about still
didn't mean
betrayed
to
me.
do that. So
My mom. I'll never be different.
because I'm pretty sure if she
I
knew.
think the best thing would be
If she knew her powers could do that, she
Team Brave.
probably would have used that to make
I don't belong here.
to make people like
Don't say
Lucas and
that.
Vin and
Of course you do.
Gwen like more
After your hometown got whirlwinded,
like suffer more if she knew she could do
what
something
did
like
you do?
that at the time.
I ran away. You're not like me, Sophie. You're way stronger than I ever was.
I don't know about that.
Don't say that about yourself. You have it wrong. People like you and me, we don't belong at some B-tier liberal arts university with a bunch of washed-up bloggers ready to knife each other for tenure. We're fucking divine.
Come on.
I'm serious. The shit that we can do, gods can do that stuff. Or monsters.
You can say whatever you want about the choices you made, but you aren't a monster. You're my friend.
I hurt people.
And I fixed it. We can fix it. Together.
course. Duh. That's why you're so confident. It figures the only person I can rely on is me.
Sophie, I don't...
Last piece of me, Max. It's in you.
Why isn't it hurting me like it hurt everyone else?
Maybe I trust you. Maybe it's more of your Magic Max bullshit.
Yeah, that's something they don't really touch on it
I wish I didn't have to take it out.
in here.
Isn't that weird?
But that is something that that the comics,
this is maybe the least
that
weird
that
thing that's
one of the
happened
other
to
things that the
Days.
game took from the comic books.
We should though, right?
But in the comics, it's
Have a go out
elaborated
here?
on more about the
I had to put money on it, yeah.
because when Max meets
Probably for the best. We don't
first
want you to get
meets the
infection or
first
anything.
person with powers in the comic storyline, she just sees them as normal, but she starts to notice that everyone around
See you on
them
the other side.
is acting funny like they're not around. So later when she confronts them, because they both notice that because the other person notices that for whatever reason Max is able to notice, to be fully aware of them. So when Max goes after them,
Sophia.
and then they chase, and then
Oh my god. Yasmin.
they're able to. I like how the whole time she was just sitting there bleeding
Everything is
while they
gonna be
were in the
okay, don't worry.
tornado, just doing whatever
you
for
can get
however
up? Can
long.
you-
But
Sophie, help me!
as I said, while like they confront Max later, literally asking them like, why are you still able
Clean break.
to be aware
Remember?
of me? Like my
Sam,
like for whatever reason my
Don't let her
powers
go.
don't really
It's okay.
affect you,
Sophie.
which does
You do have a place here.
which
People need you.
which
I need you, Sophie.
sets
Sophie?
the perception, excuse me,
I don't know her.
the perception in the comics that
I can be anyone.
that
Max.
people with powers, when they're around each other, sometimes their
I can
powers
be a cute girl at the bar. I can even
like
be...
they're more aware, or don't
Sophie, stop.
or their powers don't fully work on each other.
It's real? I wasn't hallucinating? What are you? And what did you do with my daughter?
Cause
You can make her forget she saw that, right?
Better yet.
but
you can make me
it
unsure
is
her.
shown later
You
in the
have an
comics
instant
that
undo button on life, Max.
that they
Why not
can
use it?
technically use that they can technically
If you
use
think that's how
that
it works,
the person can
you don't know
technically use their
anything.
powers and it
There's
affect
always
Max.
price, Sophie.
But the downside is because she also has powers, they have to actively
You're right.
strain themselves a lot
Got a
more
lot to learn.
to make their
teach me,
powers work
Miss Caulfield.
with her around, with her
You
there.
said we could fix everything. Together.
So,
Sophie. I
because that
can't.
person
I have-
also has like
I have-
nosebleeds and stuff when they
I
have
have
to
my life.
overly strain their
Everybody.
powers
I'm
also.
going to find other people like
So,
us. People with
which is another
powers.
thing that
I spent my
as to
whole
why
life thinking I was the only
when
one.
Sophie's powers were going out of
knowing I could
control
never
and stuff,
tell anyone because they would look at me like
Sophie
that.
was getting nosebleeds also. Because that's
And
another
others
thing
you.
that the comics
You, me,
went with.
time traveler.
Because in Life is Strange too,
shapeshifter.
Daniel never had
Imagine what we
like
could
a big
do.
strained power like power
And
moment
who
like that.
cares if I'm
So
a
you never
cindy
saw
little
Daniel
girl
like
whose
have a
mom used to
nosebleed
show
or
her how the
anything like
world
that.
works? Because now,
And technically neither
it
did
works
Alex in True Colors
however
either.
I want
So
it to.
so prior
Stay
to
here.
the comics
Your job,
and
life,
this game,
whatever
people with
irresistible
powers,
glory Caledon can offer.
all the people with powers didn't really
But I
have
have to know.
nosebleeds when there was like
When I come back,
stress. Technically only
are you
Max
going to stay with
that
me,
was a
Max?
thing with, but the comics did
Are we in this together?
a different thing, and then this game took that and went with it a
Or is
little bit
everything
more.
you said in the storm just words?
Okay, so with going with her or not, this is technically the last big moment of the game, but we'll go with agree, even though it doesn't seem like that should be like the thing, but there's more to the game after this choice that you're going to be walking around and doing. So the game kind of explains what the game means by agree, because within the context of this scene, it seems like a bad option, because Safi's kind of going all like almost super villain here. So, but you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. But we'll go with agree for now.
Are you sure you need to leave?
There's nothing for me here. I mean, besides you. But you'll wait, right?
Because and this is what I also mean by this ending here, kind of almost makes it feel like Safi was supposed to be supposed to be a love interest technically, because it really kind of like plays off that way. Plus, well, now I can say that since that's the end of Safi's scene and everything in the game. Well, her whole story and everything, like, that's pretty much done for the main game. Hey, we skip ahead a couple of days. The main thing that didn't land really for this whole game for me is I did not buy the close relationship that Max had with Safi, because there was a lot of talking about it, but there wasn't a lot of seeing it really. Like, even in the other timeline when she's around, like, she's hardly even around. So up here it is. There you go. Oh no, nope, here we go. So we're returning the cat for one. Oh yeah, because they heard the news of the storm, because the storm was actually on the news, so that actually happened.
She knows me better than anyone. Knew me better than anyone. The me now, though, after all this, maybe it's time I found out who that Max is.
Yo, Max, I get it. If I'm the last person you wanted to hear from, saw on the news about the storm, and I hope you're alright. And that is the only actual interaction that Max and Chloe have in the entire game. If you go with the Chloe being alive route, which is extremely disappointing. Because it's not like you could have texted her or anything throughout the game either. Like have some back and forth going on. But no, this is it. Just one text from her at the very end here.
Classic Yasmin, playing it close to the chest.
Is that it? Hey, look, some of the NPC texts is talking about headaches and stuff. Trying to come to terms with what happened. Okay. And Loretta's gonna deliver the cat for me.
I'm glad Jackie texted me a reminder this morning. With everything that happened, I'd completely forgotten about the hostage exchange.
Hey, Miso was a guest, not a hostage.
You know that's not their name, right?
Let me live in delusion a little longer.
Hey, don't let them go.
I know their tricks. We're buds, aren't we? Ellerton House will be gloomier without you. I wish you well on all your cat endeavors.
Yeah, if you don't do the
Thanks for doing this.
if you don't do the whole
I'm glad I posted those photos online.
scanning the Loretta
Jackie will
code
forgive me
and
for
stuff
keeping
in
your
the
cat
last
for a few
episode
days.
and texting
Knowing her, her next piece will be
the owner
an
of the
ode
cat to
Max
deliver it.
Caulfield. This cat is her whole life. I'm seeing her this afternoon for
Instead,
coffee. My first time spending time with someone
the point is, either way, you don't actually keep the cat. But instead of doing this, where Loretta takes the cat back to the actual owner, for whatever reason, Max gives the cat to Moses, and the cat stays with Moses for some reason. Don't know why. And it's no matter what you choose. So, either way, you don't get to keep the cat no matter what. Ooh.
No more lies. No more hiding.
There we go.
They're all waiting for me at the Snapping Turtle.
Okay, that's Vin.
Good to know that the storm aftermath didn't undo the effort I put into that godforsaken puzzle box.
Oh, another reference to the pin, since the world is combined now.
Glad to see you survived the storm, friend.
Because if you
I don't
notice,
think there's another world to cross over to anymore.
I'm pressing the.
I can't do that. I haven't been able to use those powers since the storm. I can't do that.
Yep.
I haven't been able to use those powers since the storm.
Yeah. So now now there's no pulsing. There's no going back and forth. There's none of that.
Hey, Alice.
Hey.
Meanwhile, everyone's kind of coming to terms with having both memories of their
It's nice of Loretta to
of
help
both
out,
realities now.
especially with how exhausted she looks.
Since now the timelines kind of
Hi again.
merge together now.
How are you doing?
Still alive, I guess.
Which is kind of crazy that, you know,
Thanks, by the way, for what you did at the nebula.
that they all
I froze
that
up.
they have memories of both
Hey,
things.
you were overwhelmed.
Which
Most
this is
people aren't
why
prepared for reality
you'll
to
have the
break like that.
this is why you have the
So, do you also remember that there were like 2 of you? And now they're fighting for space in your head?
that the consequence of
It didn't work the same way for
hooking
me.
up between both
But that's because...
between Vin
Wait,
and Amanda
are
if
you
you
asking
do that.
on the record?
Not yet.
This is where the
I'm still doing
consequence comes
research.
in, because now both of them
Why?
will
Do you know
remember
something?
that in each timeline
You wouldn't believe me even if I told you.
I'll text you when I'm ready to do
that
interviews.
each of them will remember you being in a relationship with the other in the other timelines. So it'll lead to some mixed feelings and stuff.
It's nice of
So,
Loretta
yeah.
to help out, especially with how exhausted she looks. Loretta, can I grab a picture of you real quick?
To immortalize this calamity of a semester? Sure. Why not?
Not really making a good pose or anything, is she? Like, at least smile or something.
It's nice of Loretta to help out, especially with how exhausted she looks. The quad's looking pretty good after, you know, being hit by a supernatural storm.
Yeah, I know. The fact that the storm technically did hit, the destruction that it caused here is not does not look that bad, like at all. Like, you could barely tell
There's always time to
that a storm even came and did anything, really. Like, it's not like the first game with Arcadia Bay, where you could blatantly tell the storm was, like, fucking everything up. This, not so much. It just seems like they had...
In whatever reality, all those moments between us were real.
Both realities somehow got smushed together. In
Oh, those
now,
Chloe lines,
everything's
man.
the same, but not. How crazy is it that my brain can wrap around that so easily? Years ago, I would have been
One last
freaking out,
flashback.
but I'm okay.
One more
I'm not that same kid
flashback
anymore.
audio to end
That storm haunted me
to end
for
the
years.
game to end the
I
game
can't
on
let
with,
this one
huh?
haunt me too.
Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Oh.
Maya's tree, where it belongs, and as big as in the bowling alley. Things are returning to normal. Ish.
Okay, so that clearly implies that the tree grew.
How strong does a storm have to be to rip off a roof?
Are you sure? Because the buildings don't look like really bad at all.
How are you holding up, Alexa?
Not gonna lie, I was afraid your face might have gotten replaced with Safi's.
What do you remember?
I know. I was shocked.
Thomas, you're back. Mostly. Not there yet. My position's off. Not there yet. My position's off.
There we go.
I wonder how I'll feel about this photo in 10 years.
Damn it. Okay.
Huh. Guess the Safi Memorial is no longer here. Or maybe never was. After all the storm shenanigans. Now's not the time. Moses is waiting for me at the Turtle.
We've got to be silver linings about this whole...
Yeah, Lucas is the only other one to interact with here.
There's Lucas, awaiting his fate at Caledon. Dead man walking. Working on your new book? Maybe you should switch to science fiction.
Max. Are you going to tell me what the hell I went through? Or do I have to spend the next decade in therapy?
I don't really know how to explain what happened. But you should think of it as a second chance.
One step ahead of you. I'm working on my apology as we speak. What do you say? Give a guy some constructive feedback?
Why not?
Give it to me.
It's a little rough, granted.
I hope the gracious hand of empathy backhands you into a ditch, Lucas.
To my fans and other interested parties, by now I am sure you heard the rumors swirling about me, and I assume that social media being what it is, many of you have already drawn your conclusions and will not be swayed by any apology I make, no matter how grounded or sincere. To those who fall under that sad umbrella, I am afraid this is where we part ways, but those of you willing to extend the gracious hand of empathy to one who has earned, I thank you for them from the bottom of my heart. To start off, I want to apologize to any hurt this has caused my longtime fans and supporters and those who have held wilder beasts than these with so much affection in their hearts. I pray you will not let this affect those emotions. Emotions aren't good or bad, they just are. Secondly, I want to express my sincere regret over what circumstances the book came into the world. Going forward, a percentage of all royalties will be donated to a national organization dedicated to preventing death by suicide. Okay, constructive criticism he wants. Not mentioning Maya by name is not great. He should 100% like blatantly state like what actually happened of stealing the thing, the work and stuff, and profiting off of it, and causing the original author to take suicide as a way out. He should blatantly admit to all that. This isn't really full acknowledgement of that. This is more tiptoeing around it. Like, it's not a 100% apology that I think anyone would look for in a very sincere apology, just saying.
Do you actually mean any of this?
Does it matter? At least no one can say I stole it. Not that they won't try.
So, what's your next move?
I'm not sure. Focusing on Robbie. I'm hoping he'll give me a second chance.
That's probably the smartest thing you've ever said.
It's not like I can stay at Caledon. This place has been poisoned against me. Who's the victim now?
It's not great.
Well, goodbye, Lucas. Good luck.
Yeah, you too.
See, he's nicer.
Does a
with
man
Max
like that change at all from seeing the universe
here at the end, mainly because you haven't been like pretty much antagonistic with him during the whole during a majority of the game, so he's a lot more cordial with you, as opposed to if you were like antagonistic towards him for like all of the game.
I
believe
heard
he
from
would
her since
even
the day she came out of
he would
surgery.
even say like "fuck you" or something at the very end here.
Hello,
If you kept being an asshole.
How are you doing, mentally?
Not very well, to be frank. Half of me will never forget what I saw.
Yeah, because her biggest problem would not technically be getting shot in the shoulder. It's more of Safi's revelation with how she
what
felt
you saw during
and
the
her
storm.
having powers and everything.
Not yet. If I try
Like,
to
it is more of a
understand,
mental
there will be no
a mental thing she has to figure out
I will recover.
than
I have to find Safia.
a physical thing.
Any news about your job? I heard the board,
I've stepped down from my position as president.
What?
It was my choice. You and Safia have helped me see the damage I have done.
Oh.
I love my daughter, Maxine, just like you. I am not a monster.
I haven't heard from Safi, if that's what you're trying to ask.
Oh. I had hoped. One moment. Excuse me.
well past the appointed time to take my painkillers.
Until next time.
Yeah, so because last time I got the
Jesus. Campus cleanup is gonna be a
during my
bitch.
previous playthroughs, I've usually gotten the thing where Yasmin is still technically
Here goes nothing.
President of the school, except what was it, the board put her on like suspension or something, and she kind of fought to stay president. So I guess in this playthrough, some of the decisions we made her accept the consequences of her actions a lot more, and she just willingly takes the punishments, which I believe is a lot more deserved for her. So, oh, okay.
Well,
Not a peep.
guess I'm not surprised.
I like how he's wearing
Would you come looking for us if you were her?
the Son of Lead, like Friday the 13th thing.
But it's not me. It's Safi. Does anyone ever know what she'll do next? Does she?
Maybe we should go easy on her. Wait for her to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, because now this is the moment
In the
that
meantime,
that
Take
you
your time.
get to
I'll be here when you're done.
have your last
I want to check on how everyone's doing
where's
first.
I don't know why this turns on when I'm not. Your last moments with everybody. So
God, Krampus feels like it was 1,000,000 years ago. Love, it makes you do crazy things. Like chuck a cow skull into their car so they don't realize their mom betrayed them. Amanda always looks like she has it perfectly together, even amidst all of this.
So, superpowers, huh? Seems like a lot. How you holding up?
fine.
Having everything out in the open is weirdly freeing.
No offense, but I'm kind of feeling like I dodged a bullet.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to date me either.
Oh, now I feel bad. Honestly, Max, I still think you're pretty great. It's just, I don't know how I would have handled all this if I was tangled up any more than I already am.
Got it. No offense taken.
See, in this conversation, if you were actually in a relationship with both Amanda and Vin,
One more photo for the
Amanda
ring?
would actually bring
Sure.
that up in
Keep at this. I'm gonna have to start
in that
training.
conversation there.
Ha ha.
So at least we did not do that. okay. She could keep that. She could keep that pose. That's fine. All right, so that's that. Let's get to Diamond because she's gonna interrupt me anyway.
I just.
When you try to
You're gonna
walk
explain
past
what
that,
happened,
she
right?
bum rushes
Hey.
into you anyway.
We okay?
So
What do
might
you
as
think
well
it all
just
means?
get
Why
her shit
you?
over with so that way
Or
she can
Safi?
leave me the fuck alone.
I'm still trying to understand. I didn't know anyone else had powers until I met Safi.
Unless
That must have been.
well, you know,
a
Max,
revelation.
unless you go with the comics route and then technically you meet two other people that have powers.
How are we
but, you know.
supposed to walk around
But you
knowing
know, the
something
comics
like that
don't.
could happen?
The comics don't.
This was terrifying.
Don't.
But you survived.
Cannot take place at the same time
now
that
you
this
know
game
you
does.
can.
Because there
You'll
are
be
way
okay.
too. There's way too many contradictions that the comics do. That this game does not touch on and cannot fit at the same time. So what the? Oh, Lucas. Okay, so that doesn't matter. Who the hell? Oh, okay.
What a nutty week. I can't believe I was able to
Is
crack
there anything
the case.
on this side? I don't think so, because we're almost. Because once we talk to Moses, then it's pretty much.
You're the one who's been texting me for days.
The end here.
At least those two have each other. Storm bonded.
Funny part about this is Reggie
stuff
doesn't always
you don't have any
show
trouble
up
bothering
in
me.
this in the scene in the bar
confused?
here.
No.
The only way he shows up here, I believe, is if
So,
you
have you heard from her
didn't
at all?
romance Vin.
Who, Max?
So you don't romance
Safi.
Vin, and then
I
later
barely heard
during
from her
the
before she
storm or
brain fucked
whatnot,
us all
you
and skipped
encourage
Were you and her
Vin
ever
to
serious?
You know me.
to commit to
serious.
an actual relationship
Yeah.
with
I know.
with Reggie. So that's the reason Reggie's
Diamond's gonna be pissed when I'm
here.
stepping
so
down.
so Reggie
Diamond's
wouldn't be
always
here
pissed.
otherwise.
Do
I
you
think
really
he'd be
think you can
outside
beat
the
her?
school. I think you could talk to him
People
outside
like
the
her
school.
a lot. She's
Just like
popular.
Loretta.
Of course.
Which is
I
just
can
like
beat
Loretta
her.
and Lucas. Which is also
Why?
weird
You
that
cheating on me, Reg?
even if
You planning a palace coup?
oh wow, they're actually talking about that. Okay.
I was.
That
Then I'd have to kill
even if you're really cool with
Well, would you do
Loretta
it
and you're
yourself,
really good with
or
Loretta and all
hire an
that,
assassin?
for whatever real weird reason,
Depends how I
she's
was
not
feeling.
here at the bar. Like even without the cat content, if you don't do all the cat stuff and Loretta's not busy giving
Wow,
the cat
not
to
do
the owner, returning the cat to the
How
owner,
are you guys holding up?
she still doesn't show up at the bar
My whole world has
for
been
whatever reason.
rocked.
You would think she
You
would,
rocked my world.
mainly because she, played such
I
a
remember a bunch of things happening.
like
that
a role
I planned to
in the
repress
story
until
for
I
a
had
little bit.
Spectacular nervous breakdown at age.
Like she played just as much of a role in the game as Reggie did, and
At
for whatever
least you're
reason, Reggie
in
is
this
here,
together.
and it's not like
Yeah. I don't know what I would have done if I was there by myself.
so
For
it's
now,
like
I
why
just wanna get
wouldn't
through
she
this
be
election.
here at the bar too?
Right.
It's kind of
Give
weird.
Brax's election.
Like everybody
everyone
else, I
stepping
get
down?
Moses is really important.
I'd ask how you know that.
Amanda is
But at this point,
technically a love
Caulfield, if you
interest,
grew another
so
head, I
that
would
kind of
move
makes sense of why she would be at the bar.
I'll get right on that.
Vin is a love interest, but more importantly, he's actually mainly involved in the main story of the game. So that makes sense that he's here. Same thing with Gwen over here.
Do you guys mind?
So it's
if I
kind
take a
of
picture?
odd that
Hell
that Loretta
yes.
wasn't here.
Put us
You
in
think
the next
all
Caulfield collection.
all the supporting characters that you've interacted with
They're
would
kind of
all
a
be
cute
here.
couple, honestly.
So that's kind of odd. There you go. Come on, you two. There we go. Oh wait, Safi said something? That sounds very super villainy.
At least those two have each other. Storm bonded.
It's not great whatsoever.
I can't hear that humming sound anymore. There's only one world now. No more doorways to other timelines.
Okay, here's Gwen.
The last time I saw Gwen, she was wrecked. Some weather we're having, am I right?
Hope that wasn't the grand explanation you promised us.
Hey, isn't eloquence your job? I just take the photos.
Gwen with her sarcasm.
I felt how much she hated me, Max. It was terrifying. And disappointing.
Okay, we're not gonna... As true
Sophie
as
was
it is
dealing
that
with a lot.
it is her mother's
couldn't have
fault
known.
that all of
She
this
needed
happened,
someone she could trust.
let's not throw Yasmin under the bus.
should've
I think she...
It's in the past now.
As far as our playthrough goes, I think she realizes how badly she fucked up, so...
I hope so.
I think she's earned some...
Oh, one more thing. That video footage of me.
Some,
That was Safi, right?
I wouldn't say sympathy, but...
Yeah.
The right to make amends
That girl
and
never
make up
does
for
anything
the shit that she did.
Neither do you, now that I think about
Plus,
it.
she got shot in the shoulder, so...
Yeah.
so...
I talked to the
so-
committee that fired me. There's enough weird shit that's happened. I think I can argue my way back in. I failed Safi. But there's other students here I can still support. I won't just let it go.
I'm glad to hear it.
Aw. It's okay, Gwen. You were one of the
I
one
think
of the
that's
good
everyone.
ones.
Okay, Moses. Let's give them the talk. Not me getting emotional over
Platypus facts. Ah, that's funny.
The last time I saw Gwen, she was wrecked. Mind if I take a snapshot to remember you by?
Oh, whatever you want. This could be your last chance to take my photo. Make it count.
I like that. That's really cool. Get that punk rock thing with her. Damn it. I hate the thing with the crosstalk that when you try to back out and stuff, it just backs you out of the whole thing, which is pretty annoying. Okay. All right, so we did that. Where's Diamond? Because I believe, yep.
That storm seemed kind of
Whatever
evil, all
happened
I'm
to Diamond
saying.
after we stood
Yeah,
up in the
it
storm
was dangerous.
really
But
freaked
you're
her
projecting.
out.
Forces don't have like ill intent. There's no good or bad in science.
Two superpowered people just happen to find each other and then a weird time storm takes over our minds? That's ominous. As fuck. And don't say that's just my neocortex working, because I swear to God, Moses.
You know me so well.
Do you blame Safi for what happened?
I just want to know she's okay.
Not an answer.
It's It's complicated.
I like how Moses has
so much
the
she didn't tell me, or maybe she
the-
tried and I didn't pick up on it.
the Friday the 13th
Doesn't
parody.
mean any of this is your fault. You're the most
movie
empathetic
series
person
that
I know, Moses.
that Max and him really like.
Everything's
So
changing
that's
so fast.
kind of funny.
I'm not sure what I'll do when you graduate.
You've got Tony.
Tony's not you.
What do you mean?
Nobody keeps me on task like you. You're the only reason I get anything done.
Oh.
Hey, if something happened in the storm, I mean, if you want to talk about anything.
I'm fine, all right? Jesus. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap.
This conversation
This whole thing's
is
got me
pretty
weirded out.
interesting.
It's okay. I argue with my siblings all the time. You're a lot like my sister.
Oh. She keeps you on task too?
In her own way. I'm gonna miss you, Diamond.
I've got another year. Calm down.
Time goes by really fast, though.
Is that it? Yeah, I think so. Okay, now I can
Hey,
take this shot.
I'd like to get
real
a
quick.
photo for the end of the year. Mind if I...
Okay.
I was hoping she'd be a little more enthused, but...
Yeah, no, she looks more depressed. Not really the best. Okay, we speak to him to finish off the game.
After everything we've been
But we're gonna get
I feel like
one last
known
photo
most-
from him.
What do you
real-
say
of
to a
him real
picture?
quick?
For old time's sake?
Moses has hypothermia. And now, crippling anxiety.
You want
I can never have enough shots of Moses. Smile like when we saw that meteor shower on the roof.
I couldn't smile. My face was frozen.
Just do it, you big doof.
Alright. Got that. Ooh, whoops. That's funny. You could have warned me. I could have used sunglasses because it light up the galaxy line. That's actually pretty cute.
After everything we've been through,
All right.
I feel like I've known Moses my whole life.
Everybody ready for the wrap up? Let's wrap this up and bring it home, people.
Everyone's pretty shell-shocked.
Yep.
How about you? Still excited to have double memories?
I can't be the only one. Seriously? Come on, it's fascinating. What if Safi really does come back? She did some terrible things, Max. And you basically gave her your seal of approval.
I'm not giving up on Safi. You shouldn't either.
Jeez, Max, nobody's writing her off. But I hate being scared of my best friend.
There you go.
Hey, we're a team, right? I'll
All right,
handle
here
it
we
with
go.
No more hiding or running
And
away.
here's a tease.
What about the blue-haired girl, Chloe? Are you ready to stop hiding from her?
It's finally starting to make sense.
I think so. Not yet, but
I never knew what to say.
Oh, there's the little tease to give everyone some hope.
And I'll try to get it right. To have you on my side, I feel fine some days. I just wanna get it right.
I think it's time I explained a few things.
Yeah, that shot still is awkward. Because it's supposed to be Gwen,
It won't
like,
always make
walking
sense.
to the thing,
And
but the shot
I'm not proud
has Gwen
of every decision I made.
already moving off camera, so most of the shot is just the bar. So it comes off as weird.
And suddenly I have so much more I can
It's the truth. What's coming next is going to be difficult. For all of us.
on my side.
But we're going to get through it together. I promise.
I just wanna get it right. And I know that I won't have to try.
This time, I'm not going anywhere.
And that's it. Oh. So, round of applause for everyone. We got Jonathan and Felice up there for director and narrative director. Shout outs to them. Whew.
I just wanna get it right. To have you on my side, I feel fine.
That it? Yep, okay. So, let's just move this a little more. Oh, here we go. And applause to Hannah, as always, coming back to play Max and doing an amazing job. Right at the end, you see Rihanna DeVries, Chloe Price. Also, nice to have Chloe be represented somehow in this game. Because having Max there and not having Chloe there would have been extremely weird and awkward. So, at least she was there in some way. Not the best way, and I'm pretty sure not the way a lot of people were hoping she would be. But hey, at the very least, we all have the comics. So if you want a way for that to be explored a lot more and a lot more deeply, I definitely suggest the comics. The comics are amazing for that. So the funny part with this song here, this other song that's playing during the credits, this was actually the theme song that they used, the song that they used for the reveal trailer when they first showed the game. This is the song they used, which definitely set off a different mood for the game. Because this song actually makes the game feel like it should be, that it was gonna be more like more darker than it actually turned out to be. Like, I think the darkest the game got was technically this last episode. So I will give a shout out that at least the soundtrack the soundtrack to the game wasn't bad. I think it's about just as good as the overall soundtrack to at the very least True Colors, because they're both about the same to me. The best soundtrack for me is definitely the soundtrack for Before the Storm, and then right after it is the original game. And then Life is Strange 2 is kind of all the way at the bottom because the game didn't have a lot of, for me, a lot of the soundtrack wasn't really there. Like, there wasn't a lot of musical stuff and whatnot in it, so it's kind of just in last place, mainly because there wasn't a lot of stuff there for me to really listen to and get into and stuff as much as the other games did. So that's kind of depressing. Speaking of which, shout outs to all the music and everything right here. So, which, as you can see, is a good amount. I'm pretty sure all of it we probably did not hear, because obviously the most of those songs you hear in the some of those songs you hear during the commie moments when you're like sitting around or laying around with the ambiance and Max's inner monologues to herself. You hear them there, and then a bunch of them you hear at the bar. Every time you're in the bar, like as you're walking around and exploring, you'll hear a bunch of music in the background. Up, and here's your after credit scene.
Shit.
You know what that's supposed to mean.
We're gonna have to get you a blood transfusion.
What the fuck are you doing here?
You remember me. That's flattering. I've seen nosebleeds like that before. So you can run, or you can follow me and get some answers. Your choice.
have that tease. That double tease. So now Diamond has powers. What power she has, obviously we have no idea. And the tease of Max coming back potentially for another game. Will that actually come to pass? We have no idea. What other game we'll get in the future is kind of up in the air right now. So hopefully some good news will come. Alright, so the majority. And then and most people don't find Loretta, which is kind of weird because you could see her from the top of the balcony before you get downstairs. So it's kind of funny how people like entirely miss her. Reflected at the bowling alley. Reminisced about Chloe's lockpick. Which is funny because the Chloe's lockpick set is pretty much I guess supposed to be implied that it's the same lockpick set that she used when she was trying to get into the principal officer's door in the original game in episode 3. So that's kind of funny. At least Gwen's still fighting to stay being a teacher, which is good. And that's the main reason that the agree option with Safi is not entirely a bad thing, because how Max puts it when Moses kind of calls her out on it is, I want to be there so that way I can try to ring her back in and try to keep her from going entirely off the deep end. Like, I think I could still like try to change her mind. So if she, believes that that Max will be there, then I can probably still try to get through to her. That's the type of implication that that Max goes with in her explanation to Moses. So, which is also kind of how I read it, is that originally is, if I just tell her to fuck off, then that's just gonna throw her entirely in the supervillain camp of like, let me gather other superpowered people and just fuck up shit. Instead of me agreeing to kind of help her out, and then there could be at least like somebody that has some voice of reason and stuff to be there to like to keep her to try to keep her from going so far off the deep end. So that's fun. And obviously Safi has her first recruit because apparently Diamond has powers. Don't necessarily know how she did or when she did, because when we meet Diamond in front of the school during the storm, she she's completely aware of like shit that's going on, and we didn't have to use the camera to get Diamond to go back to normal. She pretty much was already normal from the outset. So that's kind of may have been an early clue that she may have powers, because remember what I said earlier, in the comic books, people with powers, when they're around each other, sometimes it takes a lot for their powers to affect the other person with powers. So obviously, since Safi doesn't really have any control about what's going on or doing anything, it's very clear that that Diamond, because Diamond also is clearly not aware of what's happening to her anyway, or even if she had powers and the powers got unlocked, because she has no idea what's going on. So Safi's powers, when they went out of control, and when they're in the storm, it seems like it wasn't affecting her at that point. Because the only time Safi's powers affected Diamond was towards the end of episode 4, when they were in the bar, right after you do the exposing Lucas's plagiarism and everything. Like when you're ending that part, and then everyone starts getting the headaches and start talking like Safi and whatnot, talking pretty much like talking Safi's thoughts and things like that. That's the only time Diamond gets really affected by her power. So if her powers got unlocked, maybe it was after that. So yet again, another point that the game takes from the comic books. Because if you noticed in the credits, they did let me see if I could find it real quick. There should be a special thanks here or whatnot to the to the writer and artist for the comic books. Because I noticed it in this during one of my other playthroughs. I did notice. It's kind of hidden too. I think it's like towards the end of the credits or something. So, because I had to really pay attention to find it. Okay, this is all the Square Enix stuff, so it shouldn't be here. This is all the QA team, the localizing team. I think it might be closer to where the music parts are. Oh, let me see. Let's see, this is all the Square Enix stuff. Creative. Digital channels. Okay. Too bad I can't pause the credits either. I can only speed them up. Because if I found it, I would have paused it, but I can't do that, so I have to be extremely cautious with how fast I'm going up these credits to find it real quick. Okay, that's still this customer experience stuff. Okay. More QA, sales, more sales, customer stuff. Okay, here's the language localizations. So that's all the Japan stuff, partner stuff. Text. Other credits for some of the companies that helped do like animations and things like that. Support team, translation, audio partners, more localization stuff. What is it, the German, the German audio, the French stuff, so the French localization. Oh, there you go. Says it right there on the bottom. Titan Comics, Emma Vicelli, Claudia Leonardi, Andrea Izio. That's the team behind the comic book run with Max and Chloe. So very nice that they blatantly had a credits to them, because Emma was the writer, Claudia was the main artist, and Andrea was the inker that did the coloring and everything for the book. So very nice to give all three of them credit, because they were the main creative forces behind the comic book. So, and as you've heard from me throughout all of these double exposure streams, every time plot points were brought up that were blatantly taken from the comic books, you know, I would bring it up. So, and as many times as I brought it up, there was a lot of moments you could clearly tell that they did. And I kept the comic book stuff vague on how the comic books handled it. So there's still plenty of surprises there if you go to the comic books and check those out, which I highly recommend. So, especially if this game didn't give you the Max and Chloe stuff that you wanted, go read the comic books and go get the comic books, because those I'm 100% confident that those will most likely give you what you want, what you wanted out of a continuing Max and Chloe story. So with that, and with that endorsement and everything for for everything, hope you enjoyed the Life is Strange double exposure. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hopefully I was, you know, a little bit entertaining for you. Hopefully. So in any case, with that, this is JR again signing off, and I will catch you all in the next one.